We got a Warren Smith video here. Antifa attack causes Isabel Brown and conservative students to barricade in classroom. Wait. Holy fuck.
This footage is wild. Isabel Brown and Kristen Hawkins were invited to speak at VCU. The students lose their minds. Multiple assaults occur. The conservative students and organizers are forced into a back room to barricade. One of the students who organized this thing, she's sitting there injured. What are we doing?
The vast majority of the school hates you. They just want you. We don't want you here.
We were there. We were invited there by our Students for Life chapter at VCU.
Damn, what the fuck?
The students have had trouble with Antifa disrupting their events in the past.
Right now it looks civil. This is not going to last. It slowly begins to escalate until the first person gets arrested.
Nazis go home! Nazis go home! Nazis go home!
Where's the campus security?
Nazis go home!
With his little fucking Terry scarf, bro. Oh my god, dude. This guy, dude, the hat, the glasses, the man ponytail, and the Terry scarf, it's so perfect, man. And the bullhorn. Dude, this guy's the final boss of the final boss of like woke man, dude. It's unreal. Holy shit.
Nazis go home!
Their personal security, they finally have had enough and step in.
Fucking pigs!
Good, get the hell out of here.
So we're at VCU and Antifa's trying to crash our event.
This would
Dude, why do they all hold on, dude? Like,
So we're at
look at this dude with the camera, bro. Like, what's that, dude? How is it that I can tell? How can I always tell who they are?
VCU and Antifa's trying to crash our event.
This would be the first incident, but then things start to get more heated from here.
I was in a shooting 5 years ago at Myrtle Beach.
Yeah.
And even though it was a false call, had it been real, some of us would have died. So
Yeah,
if you're gonna say y'all are pro-life,
This is that classic strategy. How can you call yourself pro-life if you don't want to ban guns? The problem is when she tries to respond, watch what happens. They don't want to have a conversation.
Of course they don't. It's not about a conversation. They got nothing.
Started as
Their fucking special technique, dude. The fucking Naruto hand signs. Every single time, man.
Answer her questions. Would you like me to answer the question?
They're
Secret
not really
art
interested in
fucking
anything she
squawking
has
like
to say or
seagulls.
any response she can offer.
Nazis go home! Nazis go home! Nazis go home! Nazis go home!
And this is the student that later gets injured.
I'm sorry, you're saying that what we're doing is indoctrination and what you're doing is not indoctrination.
It is deeply ironic that they're accusing Isabel Brown of indoctrinating these students when this is the result of indoctrination. Like this guy, for example, clearly is not a student. I certainly hope he's not faculty. We later find out people from outside came into the college just to protest this.
Dude, they should just all start busting out in like that, you know, that thing where they do like that, what was it called? In like, is it Australia or some shit? Or New Zealand? They fucking just start, they start doing the haka. They should just do that. Bro, what the fuck?
They start to realize that we've got to do something. Where are the police?
Why are they letting this happen?
Yeah, why are they letting it happen?
Violate school rules.
You can clearly hear her say, why is the college allowing this to happen?
Excuse me, I thought VCU rules were that you can't disrupt like a peaceful gathering.
Apparently there are police right outside in the hallway just not doing anything.
Like, why isn't anyone stopping? There's students here that gathered to hear me speak, and no one's
What's
doing
happening?
anything.
Do you know what's
I don't
happening?
know what they are. They've got VCU on their shirts. They must be campus police, though. I don't know why they're not doing anything.
Are you going to remove them? Because they won't. We've offered to suspend their speech, to just answer their questions, and they got in line.
This guy does not.
They should just have like fully semi-automatic burner guns with kinetic rounds and just light all of them up, you know? Just light them all up.
Not want to be
Full fully automatic.
on camera. Doesn't want anything to do with this.
So they're not doing anything.
They don't
Honestly,
cut.
dude.
They're right outside the room. You can see it on camera.
I'm serious. They should get one of those like kinetic launchers and just full auto them. Or you mean you don't have to go that far. Just make it like airsoft guns or something. You know, those hurt enough. Like an HPA like turned up to like, I don't know, 800. Actually, that might be too high. I don't know. Like you just, you know, that's what they should do.
For life to answer your questions from a Gen Z perspective on how we can embrace a more loving approach to women and children.
There are Antifa flags here.
This is Antifa.
No, because this is asymmetrical. Like the rules of engagement are asymmetrical here. Like this is ridiculous.
We knew they were Antifa because they're all wearing masks.
We need to stop this by giving the people who are innocent more power of agency to stop these people.
They have to cover up their identity.
And eventually the police do step in, but it doesn't go the way you would think.
The campus police have now decided to come out of nowhere. They decided not to come initially, and we will see how this goes.
And then all hell just breaks loose, it seems. And this is when things just absolutely get out of hand.
A pregnancy and a miscarriage.
A fight breaks out, private security steps in. Now we can see the police on scene. This video is sponsored by Rumble Wallet. How much control do you actually have over your money? Technology has changed everything, and now it's changing how money works. Crypto started as a niche, but now it's going mainstream. Faster payments, more control, fewer middlemen. This is just...
Guys, he's getting... Dude, Warren's getting better at the ad reads, but I liked it more when he was deadpan. It was more funny. I liked it so much. Like his deadpan, was so much better. Yeah, I really liked it before.
Getting started today is easier than you think. That's where Rumble Wallet comes in.
He's like, and then it's, I mean, look at this shirt. It's awesome. I missed that so much. It was so
Rumble
good.
Wallet, you can buy Bitcoin, hold dollar-backed stablecoins, even own digital gold backed by real gold all in one place. Setup is simple. It connects with MoonPay, so you can use your debit card, credit card, or bank account and be up and running in minutes. It's not about the amount, it's about getting in early and understanding what's coming next. And once you're set up, you can even tip your favorite creators directly. So do this now. Scan the QR code or click the link in the description and download Rumble Wallet.
Can I be your
From
favorite
there, you
creator?
can set up your wallet, tap buy, and you're in the game. Take control of your money. Get started with Rumble Wallet today.
The abortion industry is lying to you. It is.
Kristen and Isabel make a decision that they're not going to be kowtowed. They're not going to concede and be forced out. They decide to remain.
30 minutes into our gathering, several students in the room were attacked by these Antifa and far left extremist protesters.
I believe that's the scuffle that female organizer got injured in, as you'll see later.
The school, despite my bodyguards calling and asking for support, didn't intervene until more than 30 minutes into the situation.
At this point, they forced the conservative students to retreat into a back room.
This is kind of a part of the whole plan, right? This is literally what terrorism is, by the way. Like, you cause these situations where people get hurt, and you make it so people are less likely to not only want to stay in their events, but also make it less likely for like the schools to be like, wow, we can't have wait, conservative event? We can't do that. Think of the security costs. Think of like how hard it would be to secure the thing. Now we can't have one of those. This is what they're doing. This is what they want. Yeah, and you can a good example is like we're dealing with this right now, right? There's there's been talks of like people wanting to create our own convention, our own VTuber convention, our own streaming convention, because a lot of us are getting locked out of the big ones. They don't want us there because they don't want anything to do with what we have to say. Whereas like, the other side, all of the fuck Trump, like fuck, fuck conservative people, all this, like, you're a Nazi, you're a racist. These people, they're allowed to like be at cons, but we're not. So we're like, fuck it. We're just going to try to make our own. But Craig brings up a good point. He keeps bringing it up, Craig from Side Scrollers, that we want to have our own convention, but the security costs for us are way higher, right? Like the fact that we have to spend more on security than people on the left, it shows you that their tactics are working. They are. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Their terrorist tactics are working because it is not being shut down immediately. This is constantly kicking the can down the road. Oh, you know what? I don't really know. I don't know. Maybe we'll deal with it next time, or maybe like the next event won't be as bad. We're gonna have to shut this event down. We're gonna show up late, and we're gonna like not enforce the law so that people get more and more and more and more bold each time. They step across the line, and then so you pull the line back and they step across it again. Every time they're going to continuously line step until you give them a brick wall. It's the tyranny, the tyranny of these people. It's unreal.
Are you going to be allowed to leave and come back in?
Okay, we want to have a real conversation. We would prefer not to leave.
All right, they're kicking us out. They're saying maybe we'll be allowed back in. I'm not leaving!
They were not allowed back in. They were forced to stay in that room for hours until this thing got cleared.
But instead of escorting these violent protesters out of the room, they forced Kristen and I to essentially be detained in a locked room for our own safety for several hours alongside a small number of students.
Yeah, when these violent protesters need to be taken out in freaking handcuffs. Like, what is this? Like, what kind of society is this where you allow people, like you allow the psycho people to have the power to do this kind of thing, to veto things by their rowdiness? This is unreal. Senator Archetypist, thank you so much for the 100 bits. I have the Rumble Wall app set up for me, and it literally tells me I don't have it set up. Maybe I should set that up. UNSC Sir Toka, thank you so much for the sub as well. Thank you. All right, let's keep going here.
Peacefully learn from the event.
Jeez, it's so annoying.
Removing us from the
Where are you taking me? What happened to you?
Instead of kicking out the protesters.
You got in the mix of that? Are you all right?
They walk into this back room. One of the students who organized this thing, she's sitting there injured. What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we
This
doing?
fight broke out, and people were shoving me everywhere. I got shoved. A police officer picked up someone who was fighting and shoved him into the table, and I got thrown into the table during the process.
Do you think all of those people in there are really students, or do you think that this is also the community trying to infiltrate and prevent real dialogue from happening?
I highly doubt they were all students. They continued to stream this entire thing, so it's all on camera if you want to watch it.
Yeah, you should not ever let your child go to VCU. This is a massive waste of taxpayer money.
The police actually cleared out the room we were supposed to speak after a second assault happened tonight. There are police charges being filed
University is a
against
fucking
Antifa
scam.
members
I've been
as
saying
we
it.
speak.
This is just one of those campuses, like the majority of campuses are just extremely left-leaning.
This is one of the most liberal campuses I've been to. It's an inner city campus, very democratic, lifestyle in this area with the students. And there's a lot of hate for life. I've seen, pro-life people stand outside their student commons and, try to talk to students walking by.
If Angel Sword ever becomes like a pretty big studio, dude, I'm gonna make it a point to try to hire people with talent that like haven't gone to college, like specifically. Yeah, I'm gonna do that specifically.
And it's been a lot of negative interactions that I've witnessed happen. They get a lot of people screaming at them, yelling at them, trying to get them to leave places where they have a right to be and a right to speak.
They policed themselves to not call me fat because they knew that was wrong. But to call me a Nazi into my face and tell me to get the hell off their campus was okay.
You know they wanted to say it too. You know they wanted to say it. Because these people, they don't actually mean any of this shit. They don't actually mean it. They would use it as an insult. They would totally do it if they could.
There's a lot to unpack. I'm gonna be.
They want to do it so bad.
Things that were yelled at us, but yeah.
Regardless of how you feel about how bad it is to call
She's
someone
fat as fuck, sure, but then like
it's the
like
logical hypocrisy.
like using that as an attack, like they're the ones who set the rule that you can't do that. You see what I mean? They're the ones who set that rule. So it's like them. You can tell, like they wish they could say it. You know what I mean?
It's shocking, and you can see it looking back at the footage.
Are there any other questions? What?
I weigh 248 pounds. What does that have to do with something fat? Are you judging me because of the size of my body, sir? Yes, you did. Yes, that's what you just
We
said.
can't contend with the argument, yeah.
You're fat phobic? Yeah.
Thank you guys for being
You're
here.
fat
We
phobic.
appreciate
Thank
it.
you.
You're a fucking Nazi.
Wait, hold on.
Thank you.
Oh, dude, you could have said so much shit about that person, dude. I'm just saying, you could have said so much shit. Oh man. Oh man. Honestly, I wish they would go mask off and just say all these insults, because it just means, oh man. Like it's like you know when Rock Lee like removed the fucking weights? It's just like that, right? It's like, oh, okay. Taking these weights off. Anyway, man, that's ridiculous, man. Holy shit. That's so crazy. Linking you guys a video.
I'm literally